It is time for an album in review on Tim's Vinyl Confessions. I'm Tim Derling. As you know, I take an album and talk about it for 2 or 3 minutes, and it could be an album that I actually reviewed, which is the case with what I'm going to talk about today. This originally came out in 2018. Alice Cooper, A Paranormal Evening at the Olympia, Paris. This, of course, was on the Paranormal tour, Alice's excellent album from 2017. Another album reviewed on here. But, you know, as is typically the case, you get an Alice Cooper album, and then you get a live album. Now, this is actually a really good one, and what I love about Alice is that he always mixes up the set lists. Yes, you're going to always have your staple songs, your Billion Dollar Baby, School's Out, 18, Poison. You're always going to get those songs. But on this album, there's Brutal Planet, which is nice because that's a throwback for me. That's when I got into Alice, and that was the opening track on the Brutal Planet album from 2000. And the first time I saw him in concert. But he does Department of Youth from Welcome to My Nightmare, one of my favorite songs by Alice, Pain from Flush the Fashion. Now this doesn't have the piano and it doesn't have the same feel as the original version, but he does it on here. So he resurrects these songs and hopefully gets people to check out some of those forgotten albums. He does The World Needs Guts from Constrictor, Women of Mass Distraction from Dirty Diamonds. So it doesn't even matter if these were successful albums. It doesn't matter to Alice. He digs up these songs and puts them in a set list in a segment that makes sense. And of course, he's always got a good sounding band. He's got Chuck Garrett, Glenn Sobel, Ryan Roxie, Tommy Hendrickson, Anita Strauss. It's got, Cold Ethel on here. From the new album, there's actually, there's only one song from Paranormal, Paranoid Personality. Ballad of Dwight Fry, Feed My Frankenstein. Good, solid set list. Good, solid sounding band. Worth checking out. There's a lot of Alice Cooper live albums, and I can understand if you just want to stick to the studio albums, but this came out, I was still listening to Paranormal all the time, so I was excited to get this. And it still sounds really, really good. Alice Cooper, A Paranormal Evening at the Olympia, Paris. It's today's an album in review. I recommend that you check it out if you haven't heard it yet. Thanks for watching this edition of an album in review on Tim's Vinyl Confessions.